Okay, the first thing I want you to do is when you open up Flash CS3 you will see a number of different options. What I want you to do is select Flash File ActionScript 3.0, and when you click that you will see your stage that's opened up. Okay, now what we want to do is I want to explain a bit about movie clips, and in this title what we're going to do is I'm going to explain how we communicate through different movie clips. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this down and grab the oval tool, and I'm going to hold shift on the keyboard and just draw an oval. Holding shift constrains its proportions, so there you go. And it's actually white so we can't see it. I'm just going to change the color like so, and I'll give it a same type of stroke. Now if we want to move this around we obviously need to select this, and we realize that it's selected when all of these dots become highlighted, and when we're selecting this we can see the properties panel changes just like it did in the previous version of Flash, which was Flash 8. Okay, now the next thing I want you to do is we need to convert this into a movie clip symbol. So we can press go ahead and F8 or go to modify and convert to symbol, and from here what we need to do is give this an appropriate name. So I'm going to say circle MC, so circle movie clip, and we really want to stick to a good naming convention inside Flash when we're giving these movie clip names. So I've given lowercase circle and uppercase MC, so it stands for movie clip. Now it's quite important that we provide a good naming strategy for these movie clip symbols, and we'll see in later titles why that is. In these I recommend not placing any spaces or any special characters and no gaps, so it would be kind of differentiated by an uppercase M. And we can go ahead and select OK. My registration point is in the center, and I've explained this in previous titles. I'll quickly explain again. Registration point will animate from that centralization point. We can always move that in later stages anyway, so by default I always have it to the center. We can go ahead and click to change that if you want to the center, and once you're done happy with that, select OK, and you'll see your movie clip symbol it appears in your library. And we all know what movie clips do. Movie clips basically contain a independent timeline, so if I double click I've now entered inside this movie clip timeline, so I can have an independent animation inside here. I've explained this in previous tutorials. If you want to go back, if you're a bit unclear at this stage, I advise you to go back into the basic training of Flash CS3. So moving on my main timeline we've got my properties for my movie clip, and what we need to do if we wanted to communicate with this, we would need to give this an instance name, and I'm going to do that in my next tutorial. In this tutorial what I'm going to do is simply drag a few of these out here, not the dock, like so, and what I'm going to do is make these smaller sizes. So I'm going to grab that and just make that a bit smaller and this one a bit bigger. So we've got 3 different circles and different sizes. Now if I change one of these colors, so I'm just going to change that, and you'll see that it's changed the rest. That is because this circle MC is a movie clip instance of these other 2, so they're actually linked together. We can change them independently, so I'm just going to go back and change that to so they're all red, and what I'm going to do is select this, the larger one, and because it's a movie clip I'm going to tint the object. So I can tint, for example, yellow, and I can give that to 100%, so it's now 100%. Or I can tint it another color, so you kind of get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead with the red, and I'll have a green one there, like so. And what we're going to do in the next title, we're going to see how we can communicate with this using ActionScript 3.0 to all 3 of them. So at this stage all I want you to do is create one movie clip and 3 instances on the stage, and give that appropriate name, and then we'll name the instance names in my next video tutorial.